real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Kimberly Parker says the defendant is her niece, and Kimberly claims she threw away a 4-year college scholarship to have babies with men who abused her. Kimberly took her niece in, and she's suing for cell phone bills, a medical bill, and a stolen check. Defendant Kimberly Brown admits that she had one child and another on the way when she moved in with her aunt, and she only dropped out of college so her daughter could be near her father. Kimberly denies owing for anything.
Tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, I'm Kimberly, and the defendant is my niece, Kimberly. I insisted that this little girl be named after me. And I'm bringing her before you today to try and bring an end to her reckless behavior. Running up credit card bills and burning bridges with family and friends. She threw away a 4-year full ride academic scholarship so that she could make babies with knuckleheads who think it's right to punch and hit her. I invited Kimberly and her 1-year-old to come and stay with me. And at that time, she was pregnant with a second child.
Okay.
Because she was pregnant, she's only working part-time. And as she started to get closer to the delivery date of the second baby, I told her she needed a cell phone. And I would add her to
We'll get to that. Let me allow her to give some background.
Yes.
Young lady.
We were very close at one point. My grandmother was concerned about my lifestyle, so she asked my aunt to look after me.
Lifestyle in terms of what?
The abuse. So I wound up moving in with my aunt and my 1-year-old, and yes, I was pregnant.
Pregnant twice by the same abuser?
No, just the second baby.
Did you throw away a 4-year college scholarship?
Yes.
Why?
To make sacrifices so that my daughter could be with her dad. It was in the scholarship was in another state. So.
Just the guy that was abusing you?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
What state did you?
Indiana.
That's where you received your scholarship?
Yes, Your Honor.
And where was the father living?
St. Louis.
How many hours drive is that?
4 or 5.
Did you all live together?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, you passed up the scholarship to Indiana, a great university. You passed that up to stay in St. Louis to make it convenient for your
daughter
to see her dad. How often did he start seeing her?
He was pretty much there every day.
Every day, after work? Obviously, after work?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, where did he work?
At the time, he worked...
Okay, got it.
Plaintiff Kimberly Parker is suing her niece, who she claims gave up a 4-year college scholarship to have babies with men who abused her.
It is a fact that people with a college degree earned more than $1 million over their lifetime than those without a college degree. Wow. Tell me about the phone bill, the medical bill, and stolen check.
Yes, Your Honor. She agreed the phone is going to be under contract for 2 years and that she would be responsible for any extras that were accrued each month. She agreed to that, and she began doing the right thing. Paid the bill October, November to January. The second baby was born, and she was on maternity leave from this part-time job. So she said at that time she would catch up with the bill once she went back to work.
How much?
It was roughly $55 a month for the cell and
she can pay
all
that out of
extra.
child support.
If she were getting child support.
This man you passed up over $1 million for wasn't paying you child support?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, good enough. All right. You're right. She made horrible choices in her life. Terrible, and you're going to pay for them the rest of your life. Go ahead.
From January through May, she paid nothing.
Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good enough. Go ahead.
March 30th, we're on the dealership lot, and there was some hemming and hawing, and the bottom line, I got a car, and I was giving her the older car. Now, the older car is a 98 Toyota RAV4 that I kept up wonderfully. So it's running well, no problems, no issues. I was giving that to her. And I purchased 6 months more insurance on that vehicle for her. And before I gave her the keys, I said, now, you are going to want to establish your own credit. So how about you take a loan out with this car? You make $75, $80 payments for 10 months. You're building your credit. You're not always going to live with me. You're not always going to be with somebody. You're going to need to get out there on your own. She was agreeable to that. I co-signed that loan.
The boyfriend was at work during all this.
Yeah, he is always at work. He comes over to see the child after work every day. That's what she said. I don't know why you got a man that comes over to see the baby every day after work and he doesn't pay you a dime in child support. Go ahead, if I'm to believe that. Go ahead.
Before I gave her the keys, Judge, I said, if I have to spend 1 red cent on this vehicle, I'm taking it back.
Okay. Did she tell you that?
I don't recall, Your Honor.
Good enough. So what happened?
I'm pretty sure it was close to 2 weeks. I did not hear from her, did not see her. When I heard from her, the car's in the middle of the street. I ran out of gas. Furious. I go to her, get the car out the street, get the tow truck, tow the car back to my house, let it sit. Before we could really finish the paperwork for the vehicle, a hailstorm hit us, and the 98 was totaled out. In order to take a clear settlement on it, the loan that she took out had to be paid off. Mm-hmm. Once the loan was paid off, the insurance company issued a settlement check, $1,285, some change.
To you?
It was supposed to come to me.
Right.
But somehow she intercepted that check.
And spent it? And spent the money?
That's what she told me.
All right. So that's the stolen check. What about the medical bill?
In order for her to drive in the state, she needed to get glasses to legally be driving.
So you got those 4 and she agreed to pay? All right. How much?
$466.88.
$460. You have the.
I have the receipt right here.
All right, and you have the phone bill.
Yes, sir.
And I guess you can't give me the stolen check because it's stolen.
But I can give you the letter, Judge, that the insurance company sent to me that says the check is on its way.
Plaintiff Kimberly Parker is suing her niece, who she claims gave up a 4-year college scholarship to have babies with men who abused her.
Ma'am, what do you want to say to this?
Well, first off, with the cell phone, she did that on her own. Everything she told me was, I'm doing this for you. I got you. Don't worry about paying me back. So anytime it came to it, she was like, I got you. I was giving her money every 2 weeks out of
For
my...
what?
Just whatever she wanted to pay on. Just out of... that she was
What
being
about
nice to me.
October, November, and December? She didn't have you? Remember she said, I got you. Yet you paid.
I paid her.
I got you.
There was no agreement.
I got you. Let's get to the car.
She didn't say I had to pay her back. She gave me the car. I didn't want the car, but she said, this is to help you build your credit. The car was parked in front of the house where I live. So she talking about in the middle of the street. It was in front of the house where I lived. She tried to start it up, didn't like it, took the keys and left.
Okay, let's start with the first part, and that is the agreement that if she had to pay a dime on it, she was going to take it back. Let's start with that.
Well, I don't recall her saying that, Your Honor.
Okay, well, she's very clear. She was very concise, and you can't recall. So then...
Because I remember everything she said to me. She did not say that to me, Your Honor.
You said you couldn't remember. Now that I'm about to rule against you, you want to change your story. I'm still ruling against you. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. She knows I love her. She knows I'm looking out for her best interests. Our family doesn't need any more drama. But I have to have justice. She's still my niece. She still carries my name.
I don't call her for nothing else because I know how she is. One of them people that do stuff for you, say, I got you, don't worry about it, but then want to take stuff back, so.